one thing I believe we have not discussed, that is for finding the surface area of the hemisphere. Now you must be thinking, what is hemisphere? So sphere, we are having a shape, a sphere, like a spherical shape, which example of a spherical shape can be oranges, example of a spherical shape can be football, globe. These are example of spherical shape. Now if you will cut it from the middle, then you will get two hemisphere. You can take one example of coconut. If you will cut it from the like middle only, okay, you will be getting two hemisphere just like this. Now, the formula for surface area of the sphere, if you will recall, it was 4 pi r square, and I have explained how we will be getting that. Once we will cover it with the thread, and then the same thread we are going to use, then we will find that with the help of same thread, we are able to cover 4 circles. Okay. So that is how we will be getting the surface area of sphere. But what about this? And there is only one formula for surface area of the sphere, that is, you call it surface area, you call it curved surface area, you call it total surface area. There is only one formula for sphere. Okay, because everything, when you will run your finger all around the like a football or maybe an orange, you will feel there is a curve part only. So there is one formula only, 4 pi r square. But for hemisphere, when we are cutting it in two parts, just like a coconut, you can say, you can see here the curve part came out, here the curve part came out. But with that, we got few like extra parts after cutting it. So the curve part area will be just like a uh, just like semicircle. Yeah, circle area is pi r square, but semicircle area is the same formula divided by 2. Circle perimeter or the circumference is 2 pi r, but the semicircle formula is the same formula divided by 2. Similarly, here for the sphere, we are having this formula, and for hemisphere, this formula 4 pi r square will just get half. Okay, so surface area of the hemisphere will be 4 pi r square divided by 2. That is 2 pi r square. This is the formula for surface area of the hemisphere. Okay. Now, as I said to you, for sphere, you are having one and only one formula, like for surface area, that is only surface area. There is no curved surface area, there is no total surface area, because everything is same. All around it, there is a curved part only, and that area is only 4 pi r square. But but for hemisphere, can you see this circular part also came out suddenly once you are breaking it? Can you see it? Can you see? Anyone?
Yes, mom.
So first hemisphere, there are two formula, that is curved surface area formula is 2 pi r square, and total surface area formula is 2 pi r square plus pi r square. Hemisphere means one of the half part of the sphere, one only. So this part area is 2 pi r square, and this part area is, it's a circle, it's pi r square. And hence the total surface area of hemisphere can also be written as 2 pi r square plus pi r square. That means 3 pi r square. So sometime if this formula is given, that is total surface area of the hemisphere, please don't get confused. Okay. So whenever it's hemisphere, you have to be specific. You have to be careful whether the question is talking about the curved part of the hemisphere or the total surface area of the hemisphere. When we will be finding the total surface, suppose we are having a ball in the shape of hemisphere. Now this upper part is also covered with a lid, just like this one. That time we have to find the total surface area. Okay. the surface area of the curved part also, and since the upper part is also covered, that part also, it's if it is not hollow from the upper part, then we will be finding the total surface area. So this is the formula for total surface area of the hemisphere. Okay. For sphere, there is only one formula. Now let's take few questions. You will be able to understand what exactly we need to do when we have to solve the question. Okay. So the very basic question I am taking: a plastic box 1.5 meter long, 1.25 meter wide, and 65 centimeter deep is to be made. It is opened at the top. Find the area of sheet required for making the box. And the second part is asking us that the cost of sheet for it, if a sheet measuring 1 meter square cost rupees 20. Let's do it quickly. Okay. So a plastic box is there. As you can see, length is given, breadth is given, height is given. So the box must be in the shape of cuboid, right? So we are having a cuboid whose length, breadth, height, everything is given. What we have to find? We have to find how much? We have to find the area of the sheet required for making the box. But if you will go and just find the surface area of this cuboid, then there, like, you will end up doing one mistake. What is the mistake? That here it is written that it is to be made, it is opened at the top. The box is opened at the top. So whatever area, surface area means area of each and every surface combined together. So if you are finding the total surface area of the cuboid, from there, the top part area, you don't have to take, because that part is not covered. That part is totally opened. Okay. This is the length. This is the width. This is the height. Be careful. Be careful here. All the units are not same. Meter, meter, centimeter. So first thing first, you have to keep every unit same. So just keep all the units same in meter. Just keep everything in meter. Yeah, meter only. Because for the second part, you need meter square cost you have to find. So what we will be doing for this cuboid, we will be finding the surface area formula for the cuboid. Anyone, what was the formula? What was the formula for finding the surface area of cuboid? 2 times
2LB plus 2LH plus HB, 2HB.
this is what 2lb 2bh 2hl. So we can also write it like this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. This is the total surface area. This, if you will calculate this, you will be getting each and every surface area. Now the top surface is not covered, so from here we have to exclude the top part area. And if you have understood if you have understood how we were getting the formula in the previous class, you must have noticed that this is just a rectangle. The top part is just a rectangle where what are the two measurement? Length is used and breadth is used. So that area you need to subtract from here. Getting it? Why? Because that part is not covered. The area of the sheet which will be required to make this box will be this area. The total area minus the top part area, because top part is hollow. It is not covered. Getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's see. Are we having all the information in hand? Length, breadth, height? Yes, we do have. Units are not same. You are like you will be able to make the unit same. Now, let's move to the second part. What we have to do for the second part. The second part says the cost of sheet we have to calculate. For it, if a sheet measuring 1 meter square cost rupees 20. 1 meter square sheets cost is rupees 20. You have to focus on what unit is given. In exam, it will not be give. The question will not be saying that go ahead and find the surface area, go ahead and find the volume. It will not be written like that. This unit you have to see carefully. If it is meter square, that means it is talking about area. If it is meter cube, that means it's indicating that go ahead and find the volume of this three-dimensional figure. Because now we don't have only area, we have volume also. Okay. So meter square is indicating area. We have already found the area in the first part. That much seat is required. Now the cost of seat is rupees 20 for 1 meter square. So whatever you will be getting from here, whatever you will be getting in meter square, 1 meter square cost is rupees 20. So you have to find the total cost of this much meter square by multiplying it with 20. Anyone having any doubt, please tell me. Otherwise, I'll move to the next part. And if you are having doubt, then we will be calculating the area. I'll be showing you how to calculate the total price. Please let me know. Take a minute. Yeah, it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's move to the next part. The next question says it's same. The length, breadth, height of a room is given. Find the cost of whitewashing the wall of the room and whitewashing the wall of the room and the ceiling. Okay, yeah. Here you will be telling me what we need to do. The length, breadth, and height of a room are 5 meter, 4 meter, 3 meter, respectively. Find the cost of whitewashing the walls of the room and the ceiling at the rate of 7.50 per meter square. What to do over here? Anyone?
We have to find the CS
Of cuboid?
yes of the room, and then because the floor is not considered, and you just multiply it with the rate.
Yeah. The floor is not considered, so we have to exclude the floor from the surface area formula. So again, the surface area formula is same: length into breadth, breadth into height, height into length. From this formula, we have to exclude the floor. Why? Because it says that whitewashing in done, like it has to be done on walls of the room and ceiling only. All the four walls and the ceiling, not on the floor. So floor area we have to subtract. And if you understand the shape of cuboid, then you will be able to say that floor area is nothing but length into breadth. So that we have to subtract from here. And then we will be getting the total area which has to be whitewashed. Now the price is given for 1 meter square, the price is given. So whatever area we will be getting, whatever meter square we will be getting from here, for that much meter square, we can calculate the price. Is it clear?
Yes, mom.
Okay, let's move ahead. Let me take one question which need to be discussed with you. Okay, so it says that the floor of a rectangular hall has a perimeter 250 meter. Okay, if the cost of painting the four walls at the rate of 10 meter square is rupees 15,000, find the height of the hall. We have to find the height of the hall. Let's see what exactly the question says. Again, I'm going to draw a cuboid, and again I'm going to show how to find each and every surface area Okay, because that understanding is very important over here. If you will just memorize the formula, you will end up getting confused how to exclude the floor area, how to include the floor area, how to what to do when four walls area it says. So first let's understand the concept. Previous day I have painted this one, and I was saying this is what, this is one of the wall. Okay, the left side wall. Here what will be the area? Here breadth is there of the rectangle. Okay, if I am drawing just a rectangle and keeping it on the floor just like this, then you can see here length is utilized and breadth is utilized. Now if I will stack up rectangle, one more rectangle, one more rectangle, one more rectangle, then we will end up getting height also, right? Height, right? So for this figure, for the yellow painted part, what is what is used? Breadth and height. What will be the area of this yellow rectangle? The area of this yellow rectangle will be breadth into height. This much understanding you must have. Okay, on the other end also, on the right side also, we will be having same yellow, same area. Okay, this will must, this will also be having same area just like the left side rectangle, and that area will also be b into h. What about the back wall and the front wall? So if you can see, the back wall is like this, is like this. What is utilized? I have not drawn it perfectly. It looks like just a rectangle. Yeah, that is rectangle, but that is a three-dimensional shape. So the back wall, this is the back wall. Here the back wall is having what measurement? It's having length is there and height is there. If you can see, can you see length is utilized in the back wall? This length, this rectangle, I'm talking about this sky rectangle. What will be the area of that sky rectangle? Here length is there and height is there. So this sky rectangle will be having length into height. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So on the basis of this knowledge only, we can go ahead and we can solve the question. The floor of a rectangular hall has a perimeter, this one. Floor is what? Floor is just a rectangle where length is there and breadth is there, nothing else. So that rectangle is having the perimeter, this one. So formula for perimeter of the rectangle is 2 times length plus breadth, right? That is given as 250. Base is just a rectangle, and if you wanna show me, if you want me to show that, okay, Yatika entered. If you want me to show the figure exactly, this is the base. I'm going to place one more over it. I'm going to place one more on it, and I'm going to place few more on it, few more on it, and we will end up this way. If you will keep on stacking, you will end up having a cuboid. Are you able to imagine? The base was just a rectangle only. Can you see?
Yes.
So this rectangle is having the perimeter 250. So perimeter formula for the rectangle is 2 times 2 in bracket length plus breadth. Or if you understand the meaning of perimeter, perimeter means sum of all the sides. This side, this side, this side, and this side. So from there only this formula came out, 2 in bracket length plus breadth. Because we are adding 2 length 2 times and breadth 2 times. So this is one of the equation we are having in hand, that is L plus B is equals to 125. This is one of the information we are having in hand. Now the next part says, if the cost of painting the four wall, we are going to paint only the four wall, excluding the top and the bottom part. So either there are two ways to do it. Okay. Either do it this way. Take the total surface area formula, 2 length into breadth, breadth into height, height into length. From this total surface area, exclude the top and the bottom area. Top part is a rectangle, bottom part is a rectangle, which is having area length into breadth and length into breadth only. Either do it this way, straightforward way, or if you understand the concept, then see what the four wall will be having the area. So yellow part here, yellow part there will be having the area BH plus BH, and sky part at the back and sky part at the front will be having area LH LH. So anyway, you can do it. Either take the total surface area. From that total surface area, just exclude the floor area and the top area. Okay? Or just do it this way. You will be having the same thing. 2BH, 2LH. Here also, if you will open the bracket, you will be able to say 2 times length into breadth plus 2 times breadth into height plus 2 times height into length minus 2 length into breadth. Length, breadth gone. We will be having 2 H common out, B plus L. B plus L value already we are having in equation number 1. Okay, when the perimeter was given as a 125. But we have to be careful over here. What is given over here? Yeah, this is what we are getting, the area of 4 walls. Area of 4 walls. So that area we can take out as a 2H, and L plus B value we can substitute it over here, that is 125 from equation 1. That will give us 5 to times 10, 0. Is 250, right? Now the question says, if the cost of painting the 4 wall at the rate of 10, let me check, rupees 10 per meter. Okay, yeah, rupees 10 was given. Rupees 10 here per meter is. So if the cost of painting the 4 wall is rupees 10 per meter square is this much. Cost is rupees 10 for 1 meter square. For painting the 4 wall, this is the area of the 4 wall. This much meter square is the area of 4 walls. So cost of painting for 1 meter square is rupees 10. For 250H meter square will be 250H into 10. That cost is given as 15,000. We can compare it with 15,000 to find the H value. That cost is already given in the question, that this cost which we are getting in terms of H is, this is equals to, according to question, rupees 250 H into 10, what we are getting in terms of H is equals to 15,000. And from here we will be getting the value of H. Now let's summarize the whole concept. What exactly we did over here. The floor of a rectangular hall has a perimeter this one. Floor of a rectangular hall? Okay, the floor is just a rectangle. That the bottom floor, it will be just a rectangle, as I have shown you with the help of paper. So that floor, if it is just a rectangle, then perimeter formula says 2 times length plus breadth. That is the formula for finding the perimeter. From there, we got one equation. We will be keeping it aside. And let's move to the next part, the yellow part. If the cost of painting the 4 wall at the rate of this one, rate is given, rupees 10 per meter square. Meter square means area, surface area. So the cost of painting the 4 walls only, not the base, not the floor, not the ceiling, only 4 wall. If you understand, the bottom one and the top one is just a rectangle having length L, breadth B. even if you don't have the understanding of what will be the side wall area, what will be the other side wall area, what will be the back side area, front side area. If you don't want to get involved in that much calculation, just understand that that four wall area will be total surface area minus the floor minus ceiling. Floor is just a rectangle having area, length into breadth. Ceiling is just like the same as the floor, length into breadth. So from total surface area, we have calculated length breadth, the floor area, and length breadth again, the ceiling area. Now, now that will give the total area of four wall. But here it is talking about something related to the price. That is rupees 10 for 1 meter square. Okay, so we were getting the area in terms of h. It's fine, it's totally okay. In terms of h we are having the area. Now the cost is given as 10 rupees for 1 meter square. So we are calculating the cost according to us. The cost we got as a 250h. But but according to question, that cost is given as 15,000. So we are comparing our 250h multiplied with 10 with 15,000. And from there, we will be getting the height of the room. Clear?
Yes, no.
Let's move ahead. So here the question says the paint in a certain container is sufficient to paint an area equal to this much area. We can paint whatever paint is there in the container, that will paint 9.375 meter square area. Now, how many bricks of dimension this can be painted out of this container? So, this is the measurement of one of the brick. How many brick of this measurement can be painted? So, let's find the area of each brick. We will be finding the area or the surface area of each brick. Now you can see length, breadth, height is given. So obviously the brick is in the shape of cuboid. We will be finding the area by using the area formula: length into breadth, breadth into height, height into length. Here we don't have to subtract anything. As you can visualize, brick means top part must be there, bottom must be there, all around it part must be there. So that is the shape of the brick. We will be finding the area by putting the value, that is like length, breadth, height, everything we will be substituting it over here, and we will be getting the area of one of the brick. Okay, so we will be getting area of one of the brick. Now we have to check how many brick we can paint it out of the paint whatever is there in the container. So we will be saying, let's say an brick can be painted. Okay, one brick is having, let me do the calculation quickly. It will just take a lot of time. I'm doing it with the help of calculator. Let me check. So we got area as 937.5 meter square. This is what you will be getting the area of one brick. Now you have to check how many brick can be painted. So as I was showing you one of the brick, then let's say one more brick, then let's say one more brick. Like this, how many brick we can paint? This area is 937.5. This area is also 936. And brick can be painted, and each one is having the area 937.5. Out of, like, what is the total criteria we are having? The container can paint 9.375 meter square only. The container can paint 9.375 meter square only. So the n bricks area must be equals to 9.375. Then only we will be able to say the whole container we have utilized. From here, n value we will be getting, that is 9.375 divided by 937.5. And if you understand how to solve the decimal, for the upper one, removing the decimal will require multiplication of 1000. For the denominator, it requires the multiplication of 10. It requires the multiplication of 1000. It requires the multiplication of 10. In between, which one is greater? So 1000 is greater. So we will be multiplying both numerator and denominator by 1000. Let's do it. So we will be multiplying by 1000, both numerator and denominator. So numerator decimal will go and no extra zero will come. Denominator, one decimal place is there. So 10 will get absorbed and two extra zero will come out. Just a moment. Are we doing any mistake? Centimeter, centimeter, centimeter is there. So that too we need to convert in meter. Okay, we have not just we will just check, just convert this 9.375 meter square in centimeter square. So we will be having in 200 in 200, because it is meter square and I am converting it in centimeter square. No need to do it my way. Okay, please do it your way, but your answer and my answer has to be same. So we will be having 100 bricks. Okay, is it okay? You don't have to copy my calculation. Okay, the calculation completely you are going to do by yourself. First thing first, you are going to convert each and every centimeter in meter, and then you can go ahead and you can find the area of each brick. And then you can assume that, let's say there are n brick, and n into each one's area must be equals to the total area which is given, which needs to be utilized. Getting?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
let's move ahead.
Ma'am, after this, can you please check your chart?
uh, are you saying to drag it down? Oh, chat.
Chart.
Let me see. Ma'am, can you please explain exercise 8.2, the second and third question at the end of the class? Yeah, sure. Let me
Okay,
check.
ma'am.
Are you talking about, Arya, the question from the quadrilateral? That is
Yes, the
question number
midpoint
2.
theorem.
I am reading it. You tell me, is it this question or not?
Okay.
ABCD is the rhombus.
Yes, that
ABCD is
one.
the rhombus and PQRS are the midpoint. Show that quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. Is it this one?
Yes, ma'am.
And the next one is ABCD is a rectangle and PQRS are midpoint of the side. Show that quadrilateral PQRS is a rhombus. Right?
Yes.
Let's do it. Everyone has already done quadrilateral, and if I'm taking a question from quadrilateral, it will also help you if you have practiced. Okay, please do practice and do let me know. And from here, surface area and volume, we have done few questions today. I'm going to take her doubt because few minutes only we are having in hand. So I'm going to take her doubt. And yeah, meanwhile, if you also feel doubt in any of the question, do let me know. And yeah, today after the class, please give the assessment related to this topic. Okay, you will be able to give the assessment because basic uh, the discussion we have already started. We will be taking few more questions, but the assessment, please do give it and do let me know whether you were able to do the questions or not. So question number 2 from quadrilateral says ABCD is a rhombus. Okay, I am drawing ABCD, A, B, C, D as a rhombus. It's a rhombus where obviously AB must be equals to BC, must be equals to CD, must be equals to D, since it's a rhombus. Now PQRS are midpoint of the side. PQRS are midpoint of side AB, BC, CD and DA. Okay. Yeah. Show that quadrilateral PQRS. Show that this quadrilateral PQRS, it's a rectangle. We have to show that it's a rectangle. Okay, let's see how can we show that. For proving it a rectangle, what we need to prove that one of the interior angle of this quadrilateral, any one, is 90 degree, right? If we will be able to prove so, then we will be able to say it's a rectangle, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Since it's a rhombus, the diagonal, wait, bisect each other and will be making 90 degree, right? That is the property of rhombus.
Yes, ma'am.
First, we are going to take triangle ABD over here. Here, can we say in triangle ABD, PS must be parallel to BD? Can we? And
Yes.
PS will be half of the length of BD. Similarly, in triangle BDC, can we say QR will be parallel to BD? And also QR will be half of the length of BD. Can we?
Yes.
From this equation 1 and equation 2, can we say PQRS is a parallelogram? Because PS is parallel to BD and QR is also parallel to BD. So PS, QR, BD all are parallel. And PS is half of BD. QR is also half of BD. So PS and QR both are same also from 1 and 2. Opposite side are parallel and equal. That is a parallelogram, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram. This much is clear, Arya.
Yes.
Now, here we can take, let's name it O, M, N. In quadrilateral OMQN, please take it. I'm going to write it over here so that you will be able to connect it with the figure. Okay, if you are noting down, please note it down. In quadrilateral, O M Q M. We know here we can say that OM will be parallel to QN. Why? Because part of a parallel line are also parallel, because BD was already parallel to QR. And here we can also say MQ will also be parallel to OM, because again by midpoint theorem that part of a parallel line will be parallel to each other. So since PQ was parallel to AC, that's why this two will also be parallel. Right, Arya? Right, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can say this OMQN is a parallelogram. Now, opposite angle of the parallelogram are same, right? Yes or no? Opposite angle of a parallelogram are same, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a property, if we are having a parallelogram, opposite angle will also be same. So if this is 90, can I say this will also be 90?
Yes,
Therefore, angle MQN will be 90, and hence one of the interior angle of this parallelogram is 90 degree, hence it's a rectangle. One, hence one of the interior angle of parallelogram PQRS is 90 degree, hence PQRS is a rectangle. Is it clear, Arya? Is it clear to everyone?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, the next one, let me check whether it will take few minutes or it will take more time. ABCD is a rectangle, PQRS are midpoint of the side. It will take some time, Arya. Next class, will you be able to join in the very beginning, like at the just sharp at the time?
Oh, ma'am, next class, maybe I won't be
Yeah,
able to
you said
join at all.
that you will not be there. Like after that, will you
Maybe
be
I
there?
won't be there.